Hi guys, welcome back to Sweet Potato Soul. In this video, I'm going to share what my 6-year-old daughter and I eat in a day to get enough iron on our vegan diets. Now, I have been vegan for 14 years. My daughter has been vegan her entire life, and we've never had an iron deficiency. For that, I thought it would be really interesting to look at how much iron we actually do get in a day. In this video, I'm going to share what we ate, but I didn't go out of my way to eat a lot of iron. Instead, what we did was just eat our regular healthy, minimally processed, vegan meals, but I calculated the iron. Now I must say, these are conservative, rough estimations. I didn't calculate all the ingredients, that would have taken too much work, but the main ingredients I did calculate. And you might be surprised to see that we both ate more than the recommended amount of iron today. We'll talk a little bit more about how much iron adults and children need according to standard recommendations, but of course, if you are afraid that you might have an iron deficiency or if you've already been diagnosed with one, definitely speak to your doctor. This video is just to show you what we ate in a day and to give you ideas of iron-rich, wholesome foods that you might want to incorporate into your diet as well. This video is sponsored by Thrive Market, my favorite online destination for all my healthy groceries and personal care items. If you use my link down below or go to thrivemarket.com/sweetpotatosoul, you'll get 30% off of your first order plus a free gift worth up to $60. I love Thrive Market. Later in this video, I'll share with you what I bought this month on the Thrive Market website and how I use it, of course, and all the things that we ate today. But if you haven't tried Thrive Market and you want to eat healthier, you like having stuff delivered straight to your door, then check it out. So let's start off the day, of course, with our breakfast. We had overnight apple pie oats. They were so good. I gotta tell you, all of the recipes that I made in this video, I will link to down below. I made sure that I made a bunch of stuff from my blog so that you guys can follow the recipe yourself if you're interested. So check out all the recipe links down below. Okay, back to those overnight oats. I love oatmeal and I also love overnight oats. I know oatmeal is so easy to make, but overnight oats are even easier because you prepare them the night before using old-fashioned rolled oats. You combine that with spices and a non-dairy milk. I did soy milk here and whatever else you want to put in there. I like to make a little sort of streusel topping with apples and dates. Put it in the refrigerator. The next morning, the oats are tender and they're thick. And I don't like eating it cold, so I always put mine and Baby J's in the microwave to warm it up, and it's delicious. And it's funny because when I make oatmeal on the stove, it is so much more boring. Like, I don't add any toppings except for some frozen blueberries. However, there's something about doing it at night and cutting up the apples and making overnight oats. I go overboard, or I make it a little extra fancy and even more delicious, honestly. Those apples and the dates on top, I should do that on my oats every day. Now let's talk about the iron content for the overnight oats that we consumed. Turns out that oats are actually a good source of plant-based iron. So is soy milk. Now the soy milk I use is just soybeans and water, nothing added. I'm sure you can buy a fortified soy milk or other non-dairy milk as well if you want to increase your iron or calcium. However, the basic soy milk I use also has a good amount of iron. I calculated that each of these overnight oat jars has 4 milligrams of iron. I eat about 1.5 jars and Baby J eats 1 jar herself. But how much iron do you need in a day? According to the National Institutes of Health, the average woman needs between 15 and 18 milligrams of iron each day. And children, my daughter's age, 6 years old, need about 10 milligrams of iron each day. Now there's a difference between heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is the type of iron that we get from eating animal products that our bodies contain anyway. It is a lot easier to absorb heme iron because we are animals too. However, humans can still absorb iron from plants, the non-heme kind. So everything I'm eating today as a vegan is non-heme iron. Now, the National Institutes of Health that also gave that recommendation for 15 to 18 milligrams of iron for a woman, 10 for a 6-year-old child, they also note that vegans and plant-based eaters might need double that recommendation, which would bring my requirement for iron all the way up to 30 to 36 milligrams per day, and my daughter to 20. Now, that's kind of a lot of iron, especially because I know I already calculated everything I ate in a day, and I know I did not get that. Last time I made a video like this, I got around 22 milligrams of iron, I think, and in this video, I get a little bit less. At the same time, I have never had an iron deficiency. Since I became vegan 14 years ago, I've gotten my levels checked every few years, and even before I was vegan, I never had any issues with anemia or iron deficiency. Neither has my daughter. So I think it also depends on the person. Some people are more prone to iron deficiency and suffer from anemia. I've never suffered from that. I've never dealt with that. And that might be something specific to my body. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. But I do think it's really important to have a dialogue with your doctor and understand where your iron levels are, especially if you have a history of a deficiency or you know you have one right now. Iron deficiencies are very, very common, so you should definitely take it seriously. This video is sponsored by Thrive Market, my favorite online destination for healthy, wholesome groceries and personal care products, y'all. Because not only do I buy my pantry staples on Thrive Market, but I also buy my bathroom staples like my toothpaste and my lotions. I love Thrive Market for all the organic, healthy, non-toxic staples for your whole family, kids, adults, kitchen, bathroom, everything in between. I love that Thrive Market delivers straight to my door, how convenient, and orders over $49 shipped for free. And I also love that reordering is so convenient with their buy it again feature. Since we're talking about what Baby J and I eat as a family, I thought it would be fun to highlight a few healthy snacks that I recommend from Thrive Market. First up, Hippies. Baby J loves these healthier cheese puffs. They're made with chickpeas and they're totally vegan. Even the pickiest children seem to love seaweed, so I make sure to keep it stocked in my pantry at all times. Seaweed is also a great source of iodine, which vegans should make sure they're getting. Usually we get iodine from iodized salt, but you can also get it in a more delicious form from seaweed. And for a sweet snack, Baby J and I love Hue chocolate. Click the link in the description box or go to thrivemarket.com/sweetpotatosoul to receive 30% off your first order plus a free gift worth up to $60. Okay, now we're gonna talk about our lunch. This was my most favorite delicious meal of the day because we made my new favorite recipe, vegan sofritas. Yes, sofritas like Chipotle, but let me tell you, these are even tastier. They're easy to make, very simple, and you could do it at home. They're made with shredded tofu, which is air fried to make it extra meaty and give it the most amazing texture. This is spicy and it's savory and it's just so, so good. And I did it in a bowl along with my zesty black bean salad. That's also a new recipe on the blog. Remember, I'm linking all these recipes down below. And I did it with some shredded red cabbage and some brown rice. For Baby J, she had brown rice with the black bean and corn salad, and instead of the sofritas, I gave her just plain air fried tofu cubes. Now, she doesn't like spicy food, that's why she didn't get the sofritas. And girlfriend, she does not know what she is missing out on, but when she gets older, she'll understand. So now let's look at the iron content of this meal that we had today for lunch. I calculated 5.45 milligrams of iron for myself and 3.35 milligrams of iron for Baby J. Now let's talk about the snacks because Baby J and I eat snacks all throughout the day. Today we each had 2 oranges and she also had a pack of seaweed and sweet potato fries. We love eating oranges, and though they don't have a ton of iron, they happen to be very rich in vitamin C. Vitamin C helps your body absorb the iron that it consumes. So people who don't eat a lot of vitamin C, it's going to be harder to absorb all of the iron. Remember, it's already more difficult to absorb iron from non-heme plant-based sources. However, when you eat a lot of vitamin C rich foods, you are helping your body absorb more of that iron that you're getting from plants, all right? And anyway, Vitamin C rich foods are delicious, and you don't just have to eat oranges. Bell peppers, which were in our sofritas and also in our bean salad from lunch. And also, by the way, Baby J loves snacking on bell peppers. She loves bell peppers as much as apples and oranges, and they're sweet and they're crunchy. Kids love them. Bell peppers are a great source of vitamin C. Oranges, all fruits are, berries of course. So are green vegetables like your broccoli and your kale and even sweet potatoes. I gotta let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. Some people know this, but I don't like to broadcast it, but I'll broadcast it right now. But my daughter does not like sweet potatoes. She only likes sweet potatoes when they are turned into sweet potato fries. She doesn't like sweet potato wedges. She doesn't like roasted sweet potato cubes. They've got to be sweet potato fries. And so in order for me to get her to eat more sweet potatoes, I have to turn them into fries, which is okay. I just recently created a great recipe for extra crispy air fryer sweet potato fries with a very special ingredient. So check out that recipe. That's the recipe I make almost every day for Baby J. Sweet potato fries are just so easy to make, and they're nutritious and they're salty if you want a nice quick salty snack. You don't need to use a lot of oil on them when you're making them in the air fryer. Kids love them and they're super nutritious, including being a rich source of vitamin C. Who knew? And sweet potatoes do contain iron. Just one medium sweet potato contains 0.8 milligrams of iron. For dinner tonight, we had the granddaddy of iron-rich foods, lentils. We made my lentil meatballs. I love this recipe. It is so easy. It is so dependable and absolutely delicious, made with lentils. You guys know I love lentils, right? They are such a great source of plant-based iron. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils contains 6.5 milligrams of iron. I try to eat lentils every single day. Not only are they a great source of iron, but they're also a great source of plant-based protein, containing even more protein than beans. They're easy to cook. I always make mine in the Instant Pot. They don't need to be soaked. They're easier to digest than beans, and they're so versatile. So check out this recipe for lentil meatballs. I'm linking it for you, but I also have so many more amazing lentil recipes on my blog. For these lentil meatballs, we used sourdough fusilli. I love fusilli, but I never knew that you could make pasta out of sourdough. And you can. I got this on Thrive Market. I am obsessed with this pasta. It does taste like sourdough, making it a little bit sour, but in a great way. I mean, it's so tasty and it feels wholesome too. It's so good. I've eaten it with, spaghetti sauce, I have this creamy miso corn pasta in my new cookbook. It's good with this pasta. This pasta is great with any pasta preparation, but it is more nutritious. It's high in protein, plus it has 1.7 milligrams of iron per serving. Not bad. And of course we had to add some vegetables to our spaghetti and meatballs. We did some roasted broccolini, one of my favorite vegetables of all time. Y'all, I can eat broccolini every single day. Like, honestly, I air fry it, I roast it, I eat it raw, I saute it. It's so easy to eat, and it is also so easy to make. Absolutely delicious, and it turns out a pretty good source of iron. Half a cup of broccolini contains 7% of your daily value of iron. That is so impressive, and it's so delicious. Like, I love broccolini. For dinner, I calculated 5.35 milligrams of iron for myself and 3.5 milligrams of iron for Baby J. Not bad if I say so myself, y'all. Not bad. Now, I am being very conservative here. Remember, I did not actually calculate all of the iron for every little thing that we added to everything. I just calculated the large things. So the lentils and the pasta, the tofu and the beans, the oats and the soy milk, but not everything else that went in there, not the fruit. I tried my best. So for myself today, I calculated 18.8 milligrams of iron. I feel great. I have a lot of energy. I'm thriving. I've never had a deficiency as tested at the doctor's office by testing my blood. I'm not guessing with this, so I think I'm doing very well. For my daughter, I calculated 12.5 milligrams of iron. Likewise, she does not have any iron deficiencies. She is thriving. She has so much energy, so much energy. So I think we're doing pretty well, both of us. I want to leave you with 3 key takeaways from this video though. The 3 things that I make sure to do to maintain healthy iron levels, but also healthy nutrient levels as a vegan. Again, I'm not a doctor, so the first takeaway is see your doctor if you suspect or know that you have an iron deficiency, and follow your doctor's advice. This video gave you ideas of foods that you could be eating to help support your intake of iron. The second takeaway is that you should be focusing on a wholesome plant-based diet. Doesn't mean you have to be 100% vegan, but eat more plants and eat more wholesome foods. And the third takeaway, hopefully, is just to give you guys ideas of ways that you can eat iron-rich plant-based foods and incorporate them into your diet. I hope I gave you ideas for yourself and also your family, and I hope I've shown you that it can be done and you can thrive as a vegan at any age. And don't forget, if you are new to Thrive Market, check them out using my link down below, or go to thrivemarket.com/sweetpotatosoul and you can get 30% off your first order plus a free gift worth up to $60. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about eating vegan, about getting enough iron, about questions, if you got questions about questions, I can't help you. But if you have questions about anything else, please ask them in the comment section down below. I look forward to our conversation. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, you do have my cookbook in stock? Great. Thanks. Bye. Have you ordered my cookbook, Vegan Vibes, yet? You're gonna love this book. It's got 100 delicious vegan recipes that are inspired by the South, by my travels all around the world, and just like good food. You know what I'm saying? Order today.